Hello explorers and welcome to another video. Today we're going to solve two challenges in the advent of Code 2018. When I record this video it's the 1st of December and I have prepared nothing. Today thought that I actually wanted to do some coding because I've been running around and cleaning my house today and done a lot of chores to get ready for Christmas and the holidays. You might not celebrate Christmas, you might have some other things that you celebrate, that's totally fine, but in our home we are getting ready for Christmas and there's a lot of things to do and a lot of things to get excited about. And today I'm gonna do a code challenge that is done every year before Christmas, that they have 25 days of different coding challenges, and I wanted to participate and do the first one today. So today it's Saturday for me. This will be released on Monday, and I hope that you find it really interesting to do this challenge. And I have not done any preparation at all. I created a class here, so I will do some Java. This is the site with all the information, and as you see here they have a countdown. In 9 hours the next challenge will be released, so you will not see any of these challenges before they are released. So you have only you can only do older ones, and if you want to be on the leaderboard you need to solve these puzzles in a timely manner. I think I have signed in with GitHub here before. At least now I'm signed in, so I think I had an account here before. So let's look at the first day's challenge. Oh Jesus, there's a lot of text here. I will read this and I will get back to you. And I'm back. There was a lot of text on this first day, only describing what kind of challenges you wanted to do. And today, and to this year, they actually chose to give it some backstory, that you are falling through time and that you needed to find 50 stars to save Christmas. And 2 stars is available every day, so you will be able to solve 2 puzzles per day. And this first puzzle is quite easy. You have inputs like +1, -2, +3, and so on. And you will interpret these and then create the end result, which is a number. And the input you get here is a lot of numbers. So you need to have all these numbers, and you need to fix some kind of function that can take these numbers and actually handle the input and put then interpret it and actually write some output. So let's do this and say day 1 input.txt. So that's our input file, and as we do in Java here, let's see, this is the input file, so here we have all the numbers. So let's do the first challenge. We will create a main function. Perhaps we have some quick function here. Nope. Let's write it out then. Void public static void main. Do a string, and we have some args here. So this is the standard way to create the main function. Then we need to read the file, so let's do a buffered reader, and we call that br, and that's a new buffered reader that takes a new file reader that takes a day 1 input txt, and as we put that in our root directory we will be able to read that file off, but the file might not be there, so we need to put this in a try catch so we actually are sure that we will read the file. So it will throw some kind of exception, and as we do this quick and dirty, we only type the print stack trace out in order to be sure that we actually get some errors if there occurs any errors. So we need to read this file. I usually do this like this. I create a string and I call that line, and then I will take this line and it should be equal to br read line, and it should be not equal to null, and while that's true you will read each line. So now we will have a line, and the line will have either a minus or a plus sign, and then it will have the actual number. And in order to handle this, maybe we can, I'm not sure, so let's do a little try here. If we do integer parse int, and then we say -1, what happens if we actually put that into this into a statement? Can we actually interpret this? I wonder. Will that be interpreted like -1, or will it crash? That's the question. Can it handle? Yeah, it can handle it. And as we know that each of these lines are actually numbers, we can take a line and take the number. We can take an int value here, call it num total, and start at 0, and total plus the line number, and then we print this out. System out, print line, total. Let's see if this is the correct number and if we actually can handle this. So 595 was the number that Java suggested for all these inputs. And what I can see here, it's all single digits, or not single digits, but there are no no dots in it or anything like that. So there should not be anything but integers. So let's try that. Have we actually solved the first puzzle here? Right answer, 1 gold star. We are closer to fixing time. Continue to part 2. You notice that the device repeats the same frequency change list over and over to calibrate the device. You need to find the first frequencies it reaches twice. For example, using the same list of changes above, your current frequency is 1, plus 1 is 1, minus 2 is -1, minus plus 3 is 2. Okay, so it has reached 2 times here, okay? In this example, the first frequency reached twice is 2. Note that your device might be needing repeating this list of frequency changes many times before a duplicate frequency is found. And that duplicates might be found while in the middle of processing the list. Okay. You can still get your puzzle input. So this is the input, and it will be running multiple times, and we need to find when it reaches the same value twice. So my thought here is that we go through, create each of them, save that value into an an array, no, into a list, and then see if we can find a duplicate in that list, and we will run until we find a duplicate. So let's go back to the code here, and we look into our day one here. So this was the solution for the first one. We can continue using this one, but we need to have a while. Let's see, we have a list of integers, and this list we will call all results, new array list. Let's put that there, and as long as all results, it's a list, contains, as it don't contain total, we will continue. So until it actually contains total, it will print out, continue through, and then we will print out total. And here, when we have the total, we will, and we need to actually here reopen and close the file here. So we close the file down here, we reopen it and read it again, and we will continue until total is in the list. So what's your problem over here? Okay, so we need to bump our language level here. 1.3? No, at least 8 would be nice, thank you. Think there is one more setting somewhere. Compiler, perhaps? Can that be where we put it in? Come on, compiler. Java compiler 1.5, we will bump that up to 1.8. Hello. Okay, I don't care. I don't care at all. Let's see here. When we have the total here, we need to also put the total into results here, so we actually get more values into result. Let's see here, diamond operator, jump to source, yeah, 7 or higher, yeah, properties, perhaps, yeah, Maven, compiler, target, and 0.8, Maven, compiler, source, 1.8. Is that good? Module settings. Yeah, it's 1.8. Come on. Understand. Everything should be 1.8. There you go. That's the boring part of. Okay. So it actually says the same number. That's interesting. Could that really be true? Well, we can try it out. I don't see any errors in the code. That's not the right answer. It's too low. If you're stuck, yeah, return to day one. So, let's see here. Part 2. What have we done wrong? We have the total. We will run until it actually contains the total. Wait a minute. We can't do like that. We can't do like that. We actually need to look at it here. While true, and if all results contains total, then we will print it out, and then we will do a system exit. That might work. 0. Let's see here. Num iterations 0, and we add iterations here, and we will print out when it contains, then we will end, of course. See how many numbers of iterations? 1 iteration, and it's -1. Yeah. I believe I can fly. We need to test it between here, right? Because otherwise we will actually end up in a case where we set the total and then look for the total before we have updated the total, and that's something that we don't want. So this seems a little bit more reasonable, that we put it in between when we update and when we actually add it to the list. And this seems to be running for a lot longer, and we actually got a much larger number, and I feel that we have run it for enough iterations, so this might be the answer. Yeah, we got the good answer. Woo! Solved number 2. Okay, so now I have 2 golden stars, and now I can't solve anything until tomorrow. So I solved both of the puzzles for this day, the first day of this advent calendar. I thought these puzzles were interesting, and if I didn't know Java as well as I do, I think they would be a lot harder to do. And one of the challenges that I put for you is usually that you should take a language that you might never have been playing around with, just so you will learn something new. And in my case, I didn't really want to do it with a language that I don't have any knowledge about, because that will be a very long video. But I wanted to solve these puzzles and also contribute with my thoughts on how to actually solve a problem. How did I think through the solution. How did I work with the solution? What problems did I have? What did I do to actually bug fix and look into the solution? I hope that you found that interesting and that you learned something from this, and maybe you will be inspired to try this advent calendar out yourself. There will be, as I said, 25 more challenges to do. There will be, 48 more challenges to do. If you like, I could do more videos like this one where I try to solve these challenges. If you want to see those, leave a comment down in this comment section down below. If you like this video, give it a like, share it with your friends and colleagues, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that, and I really hope to see you in the next video.